Before the couple moved to Atlanta, they already owed more than $8 million to diamond dealers in New York City. They would leave Atlanta as fugitives, tracked down not by the justice system, but by the victims they left behind. Somewhere in this city of 8 million people, $8 million in diamonds disappeared. Years later, the couple found responsible in that civil case would return to New York as fugitives from Georgia. They vanished, and so did more diamonds from Atlanta.
Where is the money, or where are the diamonds? You should have one of them in your hand. And he couldn't answer, and she couldn't answer.
He is Eli Shetreed. She is Ayelet Ellituv, husband and wife who befriended Bobby Levenott, a diamond dealer in Sandy Springs.
I would sell him the diamond, and he would pay for it. That went on for a few months where he was paying for it. It started building up his credit. If he's able to move 2 diamonds, then he could be, and he wants 3. Well, it sounds like he can move 3 diamonds. Let's roll with it.
Eventually it's 11.
Eventually it's 11.
Her $200,000 in diamonds had disappeared, along with any trust Bobby had for that friendly couple she had met at their kids' carpool.
I originally posted on my own Facebook page. I just found out that my friend and her husband are con artists.
Then, out of raw emotion, she created a dedicated Facebook page she called Hell Hath No Wrath Like a Friend Conned. More victims joined the page, sharing staggering losses.
$440,000. We have another person that lost $140,000.
Sandy Springs detectives added up $1 million in what they called a Ponzi scheme involving gold and diamonds. By the time arrest warrants were prepared, Eli and Ayelet had already fled to New York. These Georgia arrest warrants were transmitted to police departments across the nation on a hot August day last year. But the couple would walk free on the streets of New York City amid the largest urban police force in the nation until the dead of winter. Why? Because the NYPD is reluctant to execute arrest warrants for nonviolent crimes committed in another state.
They would say, well, ma'am, you don't know how it works here in New York City. Is the law different?
The only pressure the NYPD got from Georgia was not from prosecutors, but from the victims themselves.
So the Facebook page started bringing all these people together, and they started helping us find them in New York.
It was Bobby who directed the NYPD to a $1 million apartment at the W Hotel in Lower Manhattan. Eli was arrested, but Ayelet was given a week to make arrangements for their children. The next day, she was arrested at JFK boarding a flight to Israel. Once again, it was Bobby and her 1,500-member Facebook group that discovered the plane tickets and alerted police.
And a few hours later, we got the call that she was arrested at the airport trying to flee the country. This weight that was just lifted. I felt like I had my life back.
Fulton County paid $3,000 to bring Eli and Ayelet back to Atlanta. Prosecutors promised the victims, "We will notify you of the bond hearing."
All of a sudden one day we get a call that it's a done deal, that they were let out on bail for $10,000 and $12,500, and they had to pay 10% of that.
They came right back to New York. Even though the NYPD had arrested the couple on a Georgia warrant, then Fulton County extradited them back to Atlanta. It turned out to be a round trip with virtually no bail restrictions. They were even allowed to keep their foreign passports.
When they called his embassy, they realized the embassy said, oh, he just requested an emergency passport.
A Fulton County judge ordered the couple to turn over all their passports, including that second Israeli passport Eli got while out on bond. They're awaiting trial in a secure facility.
Eli Shetreed and Ayelet Ellituv in 33E.
The W Hotel Residences in Lower Manhattan, where they're free, but we couldn't get past the security desk. Even though they've separately filed for bankruptcy, the couple recently moved up in the W to a $1.4 million apartment, failing to notify Fulton County of that new address for more than 3 weeks. Bankruptcy records show they hid more than $1 million in an LLC to fund a lavish lifestyle at the same time Atlanta victims were missing money. Then both failed to appear in bankruptcy court, resulting in default judgments.
Where's my money?
The 11 Alive investigators have since talked with new victims in New York who discovered each other in Bobby's Facebook group.
Bye, Ellie! Like your mother! Like your mother!
Joe Citizen found these 2 criminals twice from Facebook. Now that they have been arrested, but there's nothing pending at all right now, I feel like every email and phone call is a delay tactic from the DA's office.
There is no court date scheduled. This case is waiting in line behind other cases where the statute of limitations is about to expire. The district attorney didn't have a single white-collar crime investigator assigned to this case until September, more than a year after those arrest warrants were issued. We asked the DA why. Hear his answer and his promise to expedite the case tomorrow night at 11.